Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Today we're going to continue our unit that has to do with racket or paddle play. We're going to be taking a look at advancing our progression. So we started on Monday with using the paddle with both hands, both sides of the paddle, forehand, backhand, side, and paddling the ball basically to ourselves in a number of patterns in a number of ways. Then on Tuesday, yesterday, we worked on that low to high movement, hitting the ball up each time and targeting that spot on the floor. So we're self-rallying. If you were playing with another person, you could do that back and forth, but targeting, so aiming for a spot and still using low to high movement, making contact with the ball, watching the ball all the way to the paddle or the racket. Today we're going to continue that progression. We're going to be hitting off of a wall. The video today will be shorter to give you more time to practice that. I know you can't look at the video and hit off a wall at the same time. Same reason I pre-record these things. So, you'll take that opportunity to kind of watch what I do in the video, get some ideas, then take it to a wall and practice off the wall. Depending on your setup and your situation, some of the things we do in the video, you might not be able to do where you are. Some of them you can modify. So if there's hitting off of a wall, you don't have a good wall, with a lot of space to hit off of, you can hit off of a wall by standing close and volleying, not letting the ball hit the ground. That works just as well. And I do that in the video a little bit. So anyway, take a look at it. We're going to start today, though, with our warm-up, dynamic warm-up we'll be doing all week, and the workout. And then after that, we will get into the paddle work. So have fun, enjoy, and here is your warm-up. Start off with alternating high kicks, and we'll get going here. So we're going to kick one foot out, then kick the other foot out. If you want to make this a little more challenging, reach out for your opposite toe when it comes up. Excellent. Alternating crab toe touches. Similar movement, twisting, stretching out that hamstring, touching the toe, this time from a horizontal position. And we're waking up our arms a little more. Good job. Alternating knee tuck, quad stretch. Pull up on a knee, pull up on the other knee, pull the back of your foot, and pull the other foot. I'm going to get through a couple of good ones of these. Tucking that knee, then pulling back on the foot. Good job. Alternating hip turn out. You're going to go right leg, knee up and out. Left leg, knee up and out. Alternating legs in order to work our hip flexors, open up our hips, keeping that planted foot in place each time. Good, we're going over lunge with a twist over your knee. Wait to twist until after you take your lunge step, and you're going to twist over the extended leg. So don't twist away from the leg that you step out with, twist over it. Great job. Windmills, torso twist. Again, twisting across, full range of movement, reaching down and across, keeping knees straight. Standing all the way back up every turn. We have big arm circles, big arm circles. So big arm circles forward for 10 seconds. Then we're going to go backward for 10 seconds. Great. Back kicks. Keep your foot placement consistent. Kind of tighten that ankle joint. We're going to focus on kicking back, so we're stretching our quadriceps, we're keeping our backs straight. It's a controlled movement, really good for your legs. Then we go into high knees, immediately into high knees, bringing those knees up as high as you can. ideally to your belly button level. Again, consistent foot placement. We want to land on the front half of our foot and explode back up. Good, and ending first round with jumping jacks. Keep your back straight. Work through your jack, full range of motion. So open up those shoulders, stretch out your chest, your shoulders, whole side of your body. Good. Okay, we're going to get back to the beginning, which is alternating high kicks, but give yourself a little break. We'll start in 10 seconds. All right, now you know the exercises, so you can kind of do them more efficiently. Alternating high kicks. Good. Alternating crab toe touches. Next up are going to be our knee tucks. Coming up next are going to be our hip turnouts. After that, we have our lunge twists. Of course, alternate sides. Don't just go to one side. Into some arm circles. Oh, I'm sorry, torso twist with your windmill. Forgot about that one. Standing up tall each time. The temptation is to not stand up, but remember we're warming up our lower back as well. You want to warm that up, so be sure you're standing up each time you twist. Now we're on to big arm circles. Then the back kicks. Excellent. Into high knees. And finally, jumping jacks. Great job. We're ready. All right. So now we'll jump into our workout for the day. This workout has plenty to it, so I like it a lot actually. Keeps you moving and it's pretty quick. So here are the exercises. We have jumping jacks. We have squats, just 2 of them. Then we've got lunges. And another set of jumping jacks. then another set of squats. Then we have 2 jump squats right at the end of it. All right. So, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 squats. 1, 2, 10 lunges. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and you're done. 10 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 squats. 1, 2, then 2 jump squats. 1, 2. Nice job. Rest a moment. All right. Got about 15 seconds left. This one has a little more leg to it with the lunges. I like that. Now from here on out that we've done one round here. So we're going to do 2 more rounds today. And so it'll be 3 rounds in all. You're doing 10 lunges at a time, so that's a little more load on you. So that's kind of the focus of this one is legs, of course. Okay, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 2 squats. 1, 2. 10 lunges. 2. Count the even ones. 4. 6. 8. 10. 10 jumping jacks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 squats. 1, 2. Keep that form real good. 2 jump squats. 1, 2. Excellent. Take a little breather. Still breathing. All right, we get a little more time. Shake your legs out. Do a little stretch on them after they've been working hard. Feels good. Lunges and squats are where it's at. It's how you build the muscles around your knee. Every athlete knows that their knees need to stay strong. The key to giving your knees the best chance at staying healthy, not tearing a tendon or a ligament, is to strengthen the quadriceps muscles, your thigh muscles above the knee, strengthen your hamstring muscles above the knee and behind your leg, and keep your calf muscles strong. What that does is it takes the load when your leg hits the ground, and it takes the impact of that, and the muscle takes on a whole lot of it rather than putting all that impact on your knee joint. And that allows those tendons to work and ligaments to work with less force on them, which is better for them. The other thing you want to be sure you're doing is keeping your form right, because we don't want to be strengthening just one part of a muscle or practicing a motion that strengthens a bad motion. Okay, so we want to make sure that our knees track over our feet when we do our lunges and our squats. We don't want those knees buckling in like squatting with your knees in. We want those knees to track straight over the foot there. So they track straight ahead rather than buckling in from your hip. You don't want that angle from your hip to your knee to be inward. All right, final set. Make these really good, make them really count. Good form. Ready? Here we go. 10 jumping jacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 squats. See how those knees go out? 2. 10 lunges. The knee is tracking over the foot. It's not going in. Staying straight ahead. It's 4 done. 6. 8. And 10. All right, good job. Now back to jacks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 squats, really good form, straight back, knees point over the feet. 2 jump squats. Power out, and 2. Good job. Okay, yeah, I probably need to emphasize this more, especially not seeing you in real person. I'm watching you on the Google Meet to make sure I'm not seeing anything egregious. And so far, things are looking great. You're really doing a very nice job with these exercises. Just keep in mind that form matters even more than the number that you're doing. When you're doing strength exercises, that form really matters. Now, if we're doing cardio work, obviously you want to keep your body moving, keep the output going. But for the purposes of any strength work, you want to make sure your form is good before you start putting too many repetitions on or too much weight on. Okay? All right, well, good job. So now we're going to head over to our paddle work of the day, which has to do with off the wall. And here I'm telling you, if you don't have a good wall, you can practice it somewhere else, or with a stuffed animal or something off your bedroom wall is fine. Even if you don't have a paddle, you can use your hand. They just don't bounce. So you want to get close and volley on that. Okay, I'm showing you that I'm taking that paddle and I'm going to go low to high. I'm going to hit that ball off the wall, and this is something you could do for a very long time. You get better and better the more you do it, and you'll start to figure out that racket that you're holding. Remember, the sweet spot is a spot somewhere in the middle of the paddle face. No matter the object, you could be using a 2x4. It has a sweet spot. So every object has a sweet spot, which is the place where you can make contact most cleanly. You won't feel it vibrate off your hand. You won't feel any kind of double hit. It just bounces cleanly off. Here I'm going backhand. So low to high again, off the wall, backhand movement. Mess up, that's okay. Try and fix it on the fly. Kind of the mess ups help you react a little differently, and sometimes some real improvement comes from that. Okay, now I'm going back and forth, forehand to backhand, forehand to backhand. I'm using my strong hand, so I'm meeting more success right now because I'm using that strong hand. All right, but take your time with it. If you are really good and you want to have a spot you're aiming for, in tennis, you're aiming for generally 4 to 8 feet above the net. Every time you hit the ball, you want it to basically go in that window of 4 to 8 feet. Then some shots, you're going to take a little more risk and get it closer to the net or lob it or whatever. Okay, now I'm showing you I'm going to, I was practicing that low to high movement, forehand and backhand, still going. I'm going to open up with that shot. I want to make sure that I'm good and balanced off of that backhand. So I'm going to bounce it to myself, swing through the ball, bounce and swing through. bounce and swing through. So that bouncing, swinging through is going to make everything smoother, and smoother the better. Okay, now I'm going to drop the racket. I'm going to use my hand. So if you're a kid without any kind of racket right now, but you have a tennis ball, you can use your hand, flat side of your hand, and we're not going to use the backhand side of our hand because that's not fair fighting. Now we're going to just slap at the ball with a straight palm, all right? And now I'm going to use both hands. So I'm going to use my left hand and practice this. Notice my left hand's a little wilder because it's not my dominant. So I've got to be a little more patient with it. Now I'm going to hit left hand to right hand, under control, off the wall. If you don't have a place where the ball can bounce, you can certainly volley this way. Left hand, right hand, just like this. It leads us nicely into some volleyball work as well. You're doing that. So left hand, right hand off the wall. And like I say, play with the mishits. When you mishit the ball, just kind of go with it, try and correct it. You might surprise yourself in how you recover. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the paddle. I'm going to use my left hand, so my non-dominant hand. I'm going to hit off that wall. We're going to try and keep that ball going using non-dominant hand. It's a lot more screwy. It goes all over the place. That's right. But you'll notice even in this short time that I'm working, I gradually get a little more control with it. Boy, I hate that little wood block on that wall. I can't tell you how much I hate that little block. Okay, so anyway, I digress. Here we have a backhand with my left hand, my non-dominant hand. You see I'm running off screen because I'm going to screw up plenty with that. You can feel it in your brain how different it is, but then you can feel it all come together. And that's a neat feeling. That's literally learning that you're feeling inside your head. So when we use that opposite hand, non-dominant hand, that's a real opportunity for growth, especially our more seasoned athletes. You want to get good with both sides of your body at everything you do. Okay, so here I'm going to volley with my non-dominant hand. And I'm meeting some success, but notice my paddle is virtually vertical. It's virtually hitting straight up on the ball. So as I get better and better, I'm going to turn it more sideways and open that face up. Okay, so those are some things you can work on today as you move through your paddle. If you need to break and go to a better wall, that's a good time to do it. Just don't forget to do your question of the day for our assignment. Otherwise, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll continue paddle play tomorrow, and I hope you have a great afternoon. I'll see you then.